Hi, this is Adam McAllister with McAllister Myers, and once again, we're not out talking real estate. We're spotlighting our locally owned and locally operated York metro area businesses. And today, we're here at Farm to Freezer York with Mary Ellen and Laura, who are in charge here at Farm to Freezer York. And ladies, what is Farm to Freezer York?
Well, it's actually a lot of different things. The biggest thing that we're doing right now is that we offer group cooking sessions where participants can come into this kitchen. They participate in the process of helping to prepare their food. We do a seasonal menu that changes based on what's available from our local farmers and our local butchers, and they get to go home with all of the food.
So how does this whole process work? People are coming in, preparing meals. What meals are they preparing?
We have a list of 10 menu items, and they pay for all of those items. They will come in and be assigned to a station. Each station has the opportunity and the designated end result to prepare an entire meal. So it kind of works like we break everybody down into teams. People who don't know each other end up walking away with friends. It's a great networking opportunity, as well as it's become a very social activity. So what at one time may have seemed like a lot of work for someone is a good time. So each person works on their station until it's done. Some finish up earlier than others, and those people will move on to assist someone else. It's kind of like an all-for-one mentality. It's not so much a competition or, oh, I'm done, I'm just gonna go sit down, but let's get all of our food done.
And you're making up to 10 meals. How are the meals done up? Are they meals for one person, two? How are the meals done up for everybody?
We do two different portions. You can do a 2-serving portion or a 4-serving portion, or you can do both if you have a larger family. So it just gives people a little more options. And then we try to add a lot of variety to the menu, where we will do a breakfast item, we'll do a crock pot meal, we'll do some soups. We try to really mix it up so that people in their very busy lives that everybody leads these days can sort of plan for the week. Okay, well, I know this night I've got a little more time to be at home, so I'm going to make this one, whereas another night when they're not going to be home, they can throw a crock pot meal in the morning and walk away from it. It's done when they get home.
And that really is where this all stems from, if I remember everything correctly, where for somebody you're on the go, you've got family, you've got a lot of stuff going on, and there's not a whole lot of time in the evening to cook. This becomes a great resource for them to come here, take a couple hours out of a week, prepare meals, and they walk away here with 10 meals that night for a family of 2, family of 4, or however the math works out. Where did this develop? Who came up with the idea, and how did this all grow?
I had the idea originally to get a group of friends together to do something similar to this, and it never actually happened because in the planning process of that, I realized that I had a business idea on my hands. And so this started in York Kitchen, which is a shared incubator kitchen down at Central Market. I rented time there and just started promoting the sessions through Facebook and word of mouth. And I was very fortunate to meet Laura through a mutual friend a couple months in, and together she and I have really grown the business. We moved out of York Kitchen, I think, after 9 months, and when the culinary school closed here in York, we took over this space, and it's just grown from there.
And it really is a phenomenal space. It's not small at all. There's plenty of space for you here, as well as a couple areas around if you're looking to rent a kitchen area. And let's talk about that, as well as some of the other things you have coming up next for Farm to Freezer York.
So we have a lot of space, as you mentioned. It's a 6,600 square foot kitchen. There's actually 3 different kitchens, and they can all function together or they can function independently on their own. And so we really want this kitchen to be available to the community, whether you need it for a group of friends to come in and make cookies, or if you are a local business that needs a place to prepare your food. We've had requests from caterers. Restaurants tend to have smaller kitchens, and it's hard for them to do catering and do what they need to do for their restaurant, so they're able to utilize the space as well.
Why York? Of all the places you could have done this, why do it here in York County?
York is very centrally located, and I mean, aside from the fact that Laura and I both live here, but we are surrounded by farmland, and so we just don't see the reason to be buying your produce that is shipped in from all over the country or outside of the country when we've got farmers right here in our backyard that are producing wonderful produce. We've got butchers that are sourcing local meat, and that's what we want to support.
So what's the best way for people to reach out to Farm to Freezer York?
You can find us on the web at farmtofreezeryork.com or look for us on Facebook, Farm to Freezer York.
And they are located right at the corner of George and 7th Street in North York Borough, their physical address. But Mary Ellen, Laura, thank you so much for having us in.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
For these fine young ladies and the entire staff here at Farm to Freezer York, this has been Adam McAllister from McAllister Myers. Thank you for pressing play, connecting York County through real estate.